Hey YouTubers, it's a beautiful day here. Like a California dreamin'. Sorry, I'm just in that mood. Oh, it's so nice. See the sun at last. I'm in the UK, by the way, even though my voice isn't from there. Yeah, I'm in Manchester and it's finally nice. Anyway, this is a backbeat video. I did a video about creating your own backbeat, and this one is about making some improvements in regard to two things, namely tone and just some other things you can do with a roll function apart from the straight ahead 4x4 backbeat. So you need really to watch the first video to know how to use the roll function to get something out of this, because I'm not going to go into how that works here. So tone, you might have noticed, if you tried this, that if you do something percussive on your guitar, particularly like a kick sound like this, you can hear it's got a nice low end, sounds like a kick with the palm of your hand. That the playback doesn't capture the low end of it. It makes it a little more tinny. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I want you to listen really carefully to the first 4 beats, which are the input of my guitar, followed by what is the playback. And you can hear the difference. You can hear the RC-600 making, adding high end to it. So here we go. I'm putting on the roll function, putting on the record in standby mode, and I'm going to hit the kick. Just hear that, can't you? It's just like it's added a lot of reverb or something in a high end. So to fix this, I did everything I could think of. I changed turned off quantize and recording, turned off loop sync, turned off tempo sync, made sure that the noise canceller thing in the EQ was off. All of that on the RC-600 unit, nothing made a difference. It still added that high-end sound, which I really didn't like. So to fix it, I thought I'd add a track effect to what I recorded so I can shape the tone. And I'm going to show you how I did that. And I'm going to cycle through some of the track effects so you can hear how they sound on something you've inputted, like a kick drum. So join me down here. I'm gonna zoom in a bit here so you can see more clearly what I'm doing. Sorry, a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And what I've done, I've assigned this track select button to turn on the track effect A. So that is now on. It's set on low pass filter. Let's turn it off. Here's the sound without it. And I'm going to add the low pass filter, which I think is really cool. So that's something you can do to make it, give it a kind of synthy sound, whatever. This is the bypass filter, I think it's called, BPF. I guess that's bypass. This is high pass. I'm not going to fiddle with the different settings on these, but you got the idea. And listen to that. There it is with phaser, gives it a really big lift. And a lot of resonance. Again, you can adjust the rate, you can make it slower. Flanger is similar, it's like an aircraft taking off. Again, you can adjust the speed of that. Synth is crazy. Lo-fi is a really cool effect, I think. Like if you're doing something in the middle of your song, you want to give it a different feel. Radio. Just gives it that kind of grainy lo-fi sound. Ring modulation, I've not experimented with that much. Now, here's where we start getting into taking the high end out. guitar to bass does achieve that. Quite like that, actually. It's pretty close to a kick. So you could use the guitar to bass. Sustainer gives it a massive sound. I'm going to skip some of these kind of strange ones. You can explore them yourself. Transpose doesn't do much. Pitch bend is just weird, but you could have fun with that. Right, let's skip through these voice ones. Now the preamp, you can change. You can do quite a bit with the preamp in terms of shaping the tone. You can add bass, take out some of the middle, take out some of the treble, so you can get it. Almost sounds like a tom-tom. Okay, let's keep going. Distortion, interesting. Dynamics. It's quite a big sound. The live one is quite good on this. Again, kind of like a tom. That's really nice, actually, that kick. Okay, the EQ. Now the EQ, I think, is the one you can use to shape the most. So if I take out the high gain and add the low gain, I could add some overall gain. Don't really need it, actually. Could take some off. So, yeah. Add some more low gain there. So that's interesting. That's quite a deep kick. Let's keep going. Now, you get into some of these that will change the actual beat. So pattern slicer is one of them. You can change by changing the note. So there's a dotted eighth. I like that one. Interesting. You can do similar with the step slicer. Delay. Similar things with repeating the beat. That's interesting. Immediate repeat. Oh, I like that one. These are nice for breaks or fills as well, you know, if you work out one that you like. Okay, I'm going to skip through some of these because all the delays are quite similar in what they do. And just a couple interesting ones at the end here, the beat things. So you could mess around with these and you get some different patterns. There you go. You can double it. The thing about this I noticed though is that it depends on when you apply the effect. You might get it slightly different. And that goes for these as well. So where you put it, there you see, where you put it on the loop, it's going to give you a different effect. Yeah. Now whereas, okay, so that's enough of that. Whereas if you have the effect on from the beginning, you can, excuse me, you can just leave it on and it'll be ready. So you'll get a consistent sound out of it and you don't have to think about it. And I've been doing that with the EQ to get the deeper bass out of the kick. And I just leave it on from the start and it's there. And as soon as the playback kicks in, the effect kicks in. It doesn't kick in while you're recording it. It kicks in when the playback kicks in. Okay, I just wanted to show you a couple things now that you can do to shape the beat as you're recording it. So those are effects you can apply afterwards. So yeah, so for example, let's say I wanted, instead of a straight ahead 4x4 kick, I'm going to try to, I'm just going to add a delay on here. And the delay is a dotted eighth standard delay on my TD-200. Just scan out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. And you see I've got it at the same tempo, 75 here. So what's going to happen is it's going to change what goes into the roll effect. And just so you can hear what that sounds like, here we go. So I've got delay on, I've got the roll effect on a quarter beat. And there we go. You can, and now I might add, say, a snare on top of that. Anyway, that's not a great example, but you can turn it into something that's quite like a bossa nova with that boom, boom, boom. I kind of messed up a little bit there, but you can. There we go. That's nice. That's a nice setup. Anyway, so there's possibilities there of just changing the style of the beat. Now, you could also not have a kick at all. You can turn it into, like a hi-hat or a snare. Let me just give you an example of that. So, when I prepared earlier, here we go. So, this what I've done with the setting of the roll is I put it on an eighth note, and I've reduced the 94 to 74. Now 74 is going to make it fade in the middle of the measure, and I think it gives it quite a cool effect. So this is what it sounds like. So it's a bit loud, but you could do it quite lightly for more kind of hi-hat effect. I can add a kick to this. Then a snare. And then I got a bass I pre-prepared. That's a nice beat. That's pretty cool. So starting with something with a hi-hat sound or like a chicka chicka chicka, whatever, something percussive instead of a backbeat means you can just add the kick drum wherever you want instead of boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that's about it for now. Let me know if you got any questions or thoughts, and please, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, give us a like, and carry on looping. Thanks for listening. Bye.